पालन करी कृष्ण बसती बोली परम आदरे बोरी गौर आमार जे सब स्थाने करल भ्रमण रंगे से सब स्थान हेरिबो आमी प्रणयी भकत संगे मृदंग बाद्या सुनीते मन अवसर सदा जाचे गौर विहिता कीर्तन सुनी आनंदे हृदय नाचे जुगल मूर्ति देखिया मोर परम आनंद होए प्रसाद सेवा करिते होय सकल प्रपंच जाए जे दिन गृहे भजन देखी गृहे ते गोलोक भाए चरण सिधु देखिया गंगा सुख सीमा पाए तुलसी देखी जुड़ाए प्राण माधव तो शनि जानी गौर प्रिय शाख से बने जीवन सार्थक मानी भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजने अनुकूल पाय जाहा प्रति दिवसे परम सुखे स्वीकार करता शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूल भगत सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमलति कारमूल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय हरिवास जय एकादशी हरिवासर जय एकादशी जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद हरे कृष्ण
Hari Vasara song is also there, na? Last
yes
you
my
sing, that you sing after the class. 9:05, I'll end the class, that time you sing.
okay
Hari
my
Vasara. 208 verse, chapter 2, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antya Khand. Very important Sandarbha is going on, where Nityananda Prabhu grabbed the danda, sat down, and then he spoke to danda. It's not proper for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to carry you because I carry Chaitanya Mahaprabhu within my heart. It's not proper that he whom I carry within my heart should carry you. That is how this powerful Balram broke Danda into 3 pieces. So 208 verse, chapter 2. Eta bali Balarama Parama Prachanda Velilena Dandabhangi Kari Tina Khanda. After speaking in this way, the most powerful Balram broke the danda into 3 pieces. Actually, he could not see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. He said, why should he carry danda? Why all these things? Jagadananda Pandit actually used to carry the Lord's danda. That day it so happened he handed over the danda to Nityananda Sarupa. But then he told him to take care. He said, I'll just come after begging alms. But with agitated heart, Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu broke danda into 3 pieces. The Ekadandi, so-called Paramahamsas, who follow the philosophy of impersonalism, always neglect the 3 dandis. Ekadandi is Am Brahmasmi Tattvamasi, Sarvam Kalidam Brahman. 3 dandis are Karmana Manasaha Gira, Karmana Vacha Giraha, Karmana Manasaha Giraha. You can say serving the Lord, having an individual identity, and also understanding one's position as servant of Lord. That is 3 dandis. Since Sri Gaur Sundar exhibited the pastime of pretending to accept Ekadanda sannyas, Sri Nityananda Prabhu broke the danda into 3 pieces and turned it into 3 danda. You see, what a wonderful pastime. He says, why are you carrying one danda? What is this? This is not a Mayavad philosophy. We are not into Mayavad philosophy. He made it into 3 parts. He thus entrusted the service of carrying the danda to the servants of the Lord. That is why Sri Rupa Goswami has quoted in his Upadeshamrut the words from the Hamsa Giti section of the ancient literature Mahabharata, beginning with Vacho Vegam. Vacho Vegam, Manasakroda Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarupastha Vegam, which provides confirmation and qualification for accepting 3 danda sannyasa, and which declares that every 3 danda sannyasi is expected to follow in the footsteps of Sri Rupa Goswami. Apyaya Dikshita has presented the covered Buddhist Mayavadis' strong protest against the acceptance of 3 danda sannyasa in his commentary known as Parimala. He has presented the covered Buddhist Mayavadis. What they are doing, the covered Buddhist Maya, they are also Buddhists only, but how they are covered Buddhism? They are Shunyavadis. These people are Nirvisheshavadis. So covered Buddhist Mayavadis, strong protest against acceptance of 3 danda sannyas. So in his commentary Parimala, he has presented this. Sri Nityananda Prabhu transformed Gaur Sundar's Ekadanda into 3 danda to display the irrelevance of the Mayavadi Appaya Dikshita's future writing against devotional service in his books Nyaya Rakshamani and Sivarkamani Deepika. So in the future, these all commentaries are going to come. That is why in the beginning itself, Balram has completely refuted this Ekadanda and only accepted 3 danda because he is the Adi Guru. Shri Baladev Prabhu transformed the Ekadanda of the sannyasi dress, Shri Chaitanya Devas, into 3 danda to reveal that the impersonalist acceptance of Ekadanda, which is a symbol of Mayavad, and the current and former practices of accepting sannyas in the Shuddha Dvaita, pure purified dualism, disciplic succession are not approved by the Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Ekadanda is not approved in the Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya because it is Shuddha Dvaita. This is fully approved by the Srimad Bhagavatam and it is conviction of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Without becoming a 3 danda, no one can control himself in the principle. No one can control himself. Because etan vegan yo vishaheta sarvam apimam prudivim shishyat. How will he make shishyas around the world if he has no control over these 6 senses? That is why, without becoming a 3 danda, he cannot control himself. Because manasaha, vachaha, and gira, by the body, by the mind, by the words, one has to serve Lord. If his intention is not in the serving Lord, what will happen? He cannot become 3 dandi sannyasi. That is why in his explanation on the 3 danda, Sri Rupa Goswami has revealed to the transcendental 3 dandis the topics of controlling one's body, mind, and speech. When 3 danda is combined with jiva danda, then according to the external conception of 3 danda, Ekadanda becomes the principle of the Paramahamsa Dharma. Now, 3 danda is combined with Jivadanda. What a beautiful scene. Then according to the external conception of Tridanda, Ekadanda becomes the principle of Paramahamsa Dharma. But since in the principle of Ekadanda, the transcendental state beyond three modes of nature attributes faults in the process described in the Pancharatra, Ekadanda in the form of Tridanda has been accepted in the process described in the Pancharatra. So Pancharatra system which has been given by Lord Shiva to Narada, where all the things has been used in Krishna service. Now this Ekadanda becomes Paramahamsa Dharma when Jivadanda and Tridanda combines with each other. What is Jivadanda? Jivadanda means what is the relationship of Jiva with Krishna. That has to be combined with Tridanda. Without understanding that how we can utilize everything in Krishna's service, how we can surpass the three modes of material nature. Now, Tridanda also signifies three modes of material nature. One has to surpass three modes of material nature and serve Krishna. Then that Ekadanda becomes Paramahamsa principle. So that is what is given here. In the Pancharatra, it has been very clearly followed, that very clearly stated also, that one has to come out of these three modes of material nature and accept Tridanda. That means with all his strength, body, mind, and speech, one has to serve Krishna. This system is directly and indirectly followed in the Brahma Sampradaya, in the Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, and in the Brahma Madhva Gaudi Sampradaya also. So this is two things, because even today also in the Brahma Madhva Gaudi Sampradaya, in the Brahma Madhva Sampradaya, you have Ekadanda sannyasis only. But these Ekadanda sannyasis, this Ekadanda is Paramahamsa state. It is Tridanda is combined with Ekadanda. Jivadanda, not even Ekadanda, Jivadanda. So Tridanda, Jivadanda combined together becomes Ekadanda in the Paramahamsa state. That means the Jiva is completely beyond three modes of material nature, serving Lord with three things, that is mind, body, and speech. Therefore, the teachings of Sri Gaura Nityananda cannot be different from those of Sri Madhva, Brahma Madhva Gaudi Sampradaya. From this time on, persons under the shelter of Chaitanya Deva have become known as Gaudiya Tridandi Swamis. That is how Tridanda from there started actually. Till the time it was Ekadanda, but because the principles of Tridanda were followed, it was in the Paramahamsa state. So they were not Mayavadis. Brahma Madhva Sampradaya were not Mayavadis. Though this title of Puri, Tirtha, Sagara, all was accepted. Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati's acceptance of sannyas on the path of regulative principles and Sri Rupanuga's acceptance of sannyas on the path of Paramahamsa did not create any mutual contradiction. So it was not any contradiction. Although the Gaudiya Vaishnavas accept sannyas on the path of regulative principles, they are not opposed to the Paramahamsa Dharma of the followers of Rupa and Sanatana. Although in the Paramahamsa Dharma, the symbols found in the regulative path are considered external. Acceptance of external symptoms does not violate the principles of Paramahamsa. So external appearance is not violating. Although the five other Brajavasis Goswamis followed the footsteps of Sanatana Goswami in accepting the dress of Paramahamsas, Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati accepted three Danda Sannyas on the path of regulative principles and recorded the Gaudiya doctrine in his book Shri Chaitanya Chandramata. The recent pure devotional endeavors by the followers of Rupa to rectify the
Is Mataji audible?
No, she's not audible.
Mataji, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, now the connectivity has come again. The connectivity had gone. Okay. So Shri Prabodhananda Saraswati Goswami accepted Tridanda Sannyas on the path of regulatory principles and recorded the Gaudiya doctrine in his book Shri Chaitanya Chandramrita. The recent pure devotional endeavors by the followers of Rupa to rectify the behavior of fallen, deviant, so-called Paramahamsas, to protect the proper code of conduct, and to inaugurate the path of regulatory principles for the purpose of counteracting the attack on those who traverse the path of anuraga or loving attachment, have become the object of ignorant people's opposition and neglect. Let us see this statement. The recent pure devotional endeavors by followers of Rupa. What they're doing? They're trying to rectify fallen, deviant, so-called Paramahamsas. Because to protect proper code of conduct. Because even sannyasis have to follow. It is not that they are beyond the regulatory principles. In fact, they have to set up the regulatory principles. They cannot say that we are beyond. So if Prabhupada says, even when a teaching is given, the guru also has to follow. Because of transgressing the etiquette of respecting the Lord's manifestation, there have been many obstacles in the worship of the absolute law, absolute truth in every yuga. So whatever rules and regulations Lord has given, one has to follow. One cannot become one with God. One is subservient to God. That is why we have to follow the regulatory principles which has been given. It is not that a person becomes a Swami or a sannyasi, he considers himself to be God. In Mayavadi, they call each other Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. You are God, I am God. Why? Now we are beyond these three things. That is, we are beyond the control of everything. We have controlled our senses. That is why we are beyond three modes of material nature. That is why worship of Lord has been neglected. If you see our Guru Maharaj, he used to worship Lord very nicely, even his personal deities. He used to take care of them very nicely. So it is not that a sannyasi should not worship. Sannyasi should worship. It is not that he becomes God. Neglecting the worship of God is actually a crime. Those who do not understand the worship, the purport of the path of regulatory principles, consider the inauspiciousness resulting from transgressing the path as progress on that path. Moreover, by respecting only the path of regulatory principles, the more elevated path becomes closed. So now both has to be seen. Only following the regulatory principles. So sannyasi should not cross the ocean. Sannyasi should not light the fire. Now this is also going to be a stumbling block. That is why both has to be seen. It's not that just to following the regulatory principles of a sannyasi. If that becomes, even in Bhagavad Gita, we have this verse where the regulatory principles should not become just a stumbling block. If the regulatory principle is encouraging devotional service, then Jiva Danda and Tridanda has been combined. Further, Sri Prabodhananda Tridandipada was not opposed to the Sri Goswamis of Vrindavan, but the short-sighted so-called followers of the Goswamis accepted the conception of Sri Prabodhananda as conflicting. As a result, the followers of such principle end up spreading communal dispute. So 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they were following the Paramahamsa Dharma. They were following the Paramahamsa Dharma. So what is it in the Paramahamsa Dharma? Although in the Paramahamsa Dharma, the symbols found in the regulatory principles are considered external. But acceptance of external symptoms does not violate the principles of Paramahamsas. So here, both Paramahamsa principles, which Rupa Goswami's acceptance was on the Paramahamsa principle. Paramahamsas, they don't have many obligations externally. Internally, they are serving Lord. Tridanda sannyasis, they take up. Understand it nicely. One is taking up the service. One is externally feeling that he has not taken up the service, but he is into the service. He encourages the service. Now, there are some sannyasis, they do not have the personal deities. That doesn't mean that, but they are following the regulatory principles. They are on the Paramahamsa state, that doesn't mean that they are not following the regulatory principles. Externally, you may feel that he is not serving the Lord directly. Hmm? He is beyond the three modes of material nature. That is there in both of them. But regulative principles are sometimes seen that it has been violated. It is not violated, it has been followed. Like Sanatan Goswami, if you see, take an example, then we'll understand this more better. Sanatan Goswami, as a sannyasi, he was worshipping Radha Madan Gopal, who came to him from Chaube family. He was not, he just kept them on the temple, on the top of the tree. Whatever he is to get Madhukari, he is to say, please take it. Now, if you see Tridanda sannyasis, they worship Lord very nicely. If you see in Udupi, if you see even in the temples, they worship very nicely. Here he has kept on the top. And Madhukari is what? One day before somebody ate, it is a jhuta. Some bacha hua roti. He is to bring and give it to Lord, take it. Lord said sometime, one day only Lord asked something, please give me salt. Why are you giving only sukha roti to me? Now, if you see in all these things, he's not following the regulatory principles. Externally, internally, he has so much love for God. He does not eat without giving to Lord. So one is Tridanda Sannyasi's worship is seen. Paramahamsa state worship is not seen, but externally not seen, but they are not conflicting to each other. That is how Madan Mohan, Madan Gopal came here and became Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan temple came because of the worship of Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami was not interested in any of the material things. So when even the Captain Kapoor came, he asked, what you want? He said, I don't want anything. I have some problem. He said, go and ask Lord. Just see, is it conflicting? He knows that he is just servant. Who is he to solve anyone's problem? That much humility. So who is he to solve anyone's problem? That much humility. He did not consider himself as God. He told, go and ask Lord, he will solve your problem. And the same Kapoor built a big temple, Madan Mohan temple for Madan Mohan. Just seeing the worship of Sanatan Goswami. So in this way, if you see, they used to remain under the tree where they used to take bath in Yamuna, where they had deities to worship. In fact, when Sanatan Goswami used to sit under the sky, no, sorry, Raghunath Das Goswami used to sit under the sky. Sanatan Goswami told, why are you taking service from Krishna? Why are you taking service from Radharani? To protect you, they come. They come to drive away, Krishna comes to drive away the tiger. Radharani comes to give you the shade. Why are you taking service from them? So they used to not, then they told Raghunath Das Goswami to make some small house. To such an extent, once Rupa Goswami desired to make a wonderful kheer, Radharani came and gave all the ingredients. And personally, she came to even help. Sanatan Goswami, when he tasted the kheer, he said, this is not of this world. Then he scolded Rupa Goswami, why are you asking all these things from Lord? We are meant to serve Lord, not to take service from the Lord. So they did not have anything. That is Paramahamsa state. They don't have anything. Tridandi sannyasis, they have the paraphernalia around them to serve Lord. Both of them are engaging others in devotional service, engaging themselves also in devotional service. For them, whatever service Lord has given to them, Paramahamsa state, they accept it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, excavate the places, write about it, translate the books. All these things have been given. That has been very clearly done by Goswamis. Prabodhananda Saraswati, who is the uncle of Gopala Bhatta Goswami from Srirangam. Tridanda sannyasis from the south, they have accepted Sridhanda sannyasi he has accepted Tridanda sannyasi from Gaudiya Dhara. So worshipping Lord has been clearly seen there. Here also worship is there, but in externally it is not seen. Internally they are always with serving Lord. Like there is another story of Brahmana. There is a sannyasi. Within the mind he is serving Lord. Within the mind he is offering kheer also. He doesn't have anything. And when he touches to see whether it is hot or not, his hand really got burnt. So in this way, we can understand that both are not contradicting to each other. If Ekadanda Sannyasi, if Tridanda Sannyasi has combined with Jivadanda, it becomes Paramahamsa Ekadandi Sannyasi. So Paramahamsa state, the Paramahamsa Ekadanda Sannyasis of 6 Goswamis and Tridanda Sannyasi state of Prabodhananda Saraswati is not contradicting to each other. Okay, so we'll stop here. Hari Vasara, Hari Vasara. Today is Hari Vasa, the day
Yes,
where
Mataji.
Krishna is there. Krishna is there every time. But our consciousness should be more with Lord. If our consciousness deviates, then we are not with Lord. This is the day when it is Madhava Tithi. All the time we should see how to serve Lord very nicely. That is why the devotees chant more. See.
Yes, Mataji. Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtana Vidhana Nritya Arambhila Prabhu Jagatera Prana Punyavanta Shrivasanga Ne Shubharambha Uthila Kirtana Dhvani Gopala Govinda Mridanga Mandira Baje Shankhakartala Sankirtana Sange Saba Haila Mishala ब्रह्मांड भेदीला ध्वनी पुरीला आकाशा चौदिकेरा अमंगला सर्वजायनाशा उषकाल हैते नृत्य करे विश्वंभर युथ युथ हैल जत गायन सुंदर श्रीवास पंडितालया एक संप्रदाय मुकुंदलया आरजन कत गाय प्रिया गोविंद घोष आरकत जन गौरचंद्र नृत्य सबे करे न कीर्तन धरिया भूले न नित्या नंद महाबली अलक्षिते अद्वैत लय न पद धूली गदाधर आदि जत सजल नयने आनंदे विभल हैला प्रभुर कीर्तने जखन उदंड नाचे प्रभु विश्वंभरा पृथ्वी कंपित कबे पाय डर पखनवा माधुर नाचय विश्वम्भरा जनो देखी नंदेर नंदन नटवर अपरूप कृष्ण वेशे अपरूप नृत्य आनंदे नयन भरी देखे सब भृत्य निजानंदे नाचे महाप्रभु विश्वम्भर चरणेर ताल सुनी अति मनोहर भावावेशे माला नाही रहे गलाया इंद्रिया पड़े गिया भक्तेर गाया चतुर्दिके श्री हरि मंगल संकीर्तना मध्ये नाचे जगन्नाथ मिश्र नंदन जार नामानंदे शिव वसन ना जाने जार रसे नाचे शिव सेनाचे आपने जार नामे वाल्मीकी हैला तपोधना जार नामे अजामिल आईल मोचन जार नाम श्रवणे संसार बंध गुछे हेन प्रभु अवतारी कलियुगे नाचे जार नाम लैया शुक नारद बेढ़ाय सहस्रवदन प्रभु जार गुण गाय सर्व महाप्रायश्चित जे प्रभुर नाम से प्रभु नाचये देखे जत भाग्यवान प्रभुर आनंद देखी भागवत गण अन्योने गला धरी कर क्रंदन तबार अंगे ते शोभे श्री चंदन माला आनंदे गायेन कृष्ण रसे हरि भोला जते वैष्णव सब कीर्तन आवेशे नाचने अपन देह अन्य जानकी से जय कृष्ण मुरारी मुकुंद वनमाली अहर्निश गाय सबे ओए कुतूहली अहर्निश भक्त संगे नाचे विश्वंभर शांती नाही कार सबे तत्व कले बर भक्त नाचे महाप्रभु विश्वंभर निची अवशेष मात्र से एक प्रहर श्रीमत आनंद हय नवरी पुरे रस कुंठे नायक विहारे हे सकल पुण्य कथा जो करे श्रवण संगे गौरचंद्रे राहुतार मान श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्या नंद चाद जाना वृंदावन दास प्रभु पदयुगे ज्ञान हरिवासर्जय एकादशी हरिवासर्जय एकादशी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
राधा भगवान की जय। हरिवासर उत्सव की जय। वेरी नाइसली संग। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय।